If you want to scale your hardscaping business to 7 figures and beyond, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. And that's because in this video, I'm going to give you and show you the Hardscape Growth System, which takes hardscapers from having inconsistent lead flow, relying on recycled leads and word of mouth, adding an extra 6 figures in revenue every 90 days. And now implementing this exact growth system with dozens of clients this year, we've allowed multiple clients to add multi-6 figures in revenue to their business every 90 days in 2024. So make sure to watch this video all the way through from beginning to end, because I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step breakdown of what the Hardscape Growth System is. And we'll show you how it works, how you can implement it for your business, and how you could use it so you could add an extra 6 figures in revenue every 90 days or less. And this is the exact same system, which has helped hardscapers just like Adam, who only spent $3,241 on ads in 79 days, generate 55 leads, and add an extra $200,000 in closed outdoor living projects to his business this year. And the reason I love this simple Hardscape Growth System so much is because it's the most effective way to add an extra 10 to 20 outdoor living leads to your business every single week. And this gives a big sense of predictability and scalability with all of the clients that I'm currently working with. And this system is unlike any of the other lead generation methods that you are currently using or have heard of in the past. And you could use this system without the headache of the bidding wars that you've been running into with these other lead sources. These other lead sources will buy thousands and thousands of leads in bulk and send them out to every single other contractor within your city. And it's a headache for you, it's a headache for who you're competing with, and it's even a headache for the homeowner because they're getting called by 10 to 15 other guys. The Hardscape Growth System is the most simple and efficient funnel to add 6 figures or more to your revenue every 90 days or less, and then eventually scale your hardscaping business to 7 figures and beyond annually. And the last thing I'll say is you've probably encountered a lot of homeowners in the last year. And I know it's been a difficult year, especially in 2024, for a ton of contractors. And you've probably noticed that every single hardscaper, including you, gets thrown into the same exact rabbit hole and looks the exact same. So what's great about the Hardscape Growth System is it allows you to build trust right from the beginning and then leave a lasting impression with these exclusive leads that you're generating. And before using the Hardscape Growth System, I've never seen hardscapers obtain this many high quality leads through the traditional methods of either referrals, relying on their network, or using recycled leads. So that's what the Hardscape Growth System will allow you to do. It'll allow you to build trust and authority within your area, capture the attentions of the lead that you are looking to close into a job, and actually ensure you have a consistent source of lead flow flowing into your business with all of the unpredictability that's been going on economically. And why the heck should you listen to me? And why is this Hardscape Growth System so effective? And that's because we've implemented this exact framework for dozens of other hardscapers just like you to get consistently solid results. And I've tried many other lead generation strategies for hardscapers like website creation, SEO, generating cheap leads through Facebook lead forms, anything that you could think of, we've tried it out. And while we did see some results, it wasn't the results that were going to leave a lasting impact in your goals. And this system works off timeless principles that will work no matter the economy, no matter the time of year. As long as you implement them properly, you'll get high quality outdoor living leads every single week. And like I said earlier, this is the exact same system which allowed us to turn about $3,000 of ad spend into $200,000 of closed outdoor living projects for about a 62 times return on investment. And this is also the same exact system which allowed Jacob to add an additional $25,000 in revenue to his business in the first 18 days of using it. Now, if you want help from me, you could always book a call using the link in the description, or you could shoot me a DM on Instagram. And there we could chat and we could see if we may be a good fit to work together. So there's 3 key phases to any solid funnel: the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. But let's start with the top of the funnel. Now, you could go knock doors, cold call old leads, or wait for some referrals to come in, but I prefer to make my clients' job acquisition more predictable. So this way, we can aim to get an extra 10 to 20 outdoor living job leads per week for every single client. And for you just starting out, since you're just beginning to incorporate the system into your business, aim to get an extra 5 to 10 leads per week instead of 10 to 20. That's a good place to start off off at, depending on the qualifications that you have in place also. At the top of the funnel, what we'll do is we'll start running paid advertisements. And the reason we're using paid ads, it's because it's the most predictable and quick way to get attention. And we could get hundreds of thousands of people seeing your services just through paid advertising. And there's no traditional lead generation source, which is going to allow you to reach thousands and tens of thousands of people in that short of a time frame. And even if word of mouth and referrals are the backbone of your business, I would still recommend you dial in some kind of paid ad system. So this way you could always scale predictably and have consistent lead flow flowing into your business no matter the time of year. Now, we use meta ads, which are advertisements on Facebook and Instagram to generate traffic, which we then send to landing pages. Now, the key here is to not just run ads to every single homeowner. You want to be targeting homeowners who are financially and emotionally invested into transforming and upgrading their outdoor living space. And also what's key here is you want to make sure you're using high quality photos, videos, testimonials, and before and afters to make sure you are attracting the highest quality clientele. So this way, every single dollar you invest into ads, you don't just see a minimal return on investment, you see a 15, 20, even 30 times return on your investment. Once we generate traffic at the top of our funnel, the next step is sending people to the middle stage of the funnel. This is where most of the magic happens, and this is why most hardscapers running ads usually don't see any kind of predictable return on investment with the money they put in. Generating traffic is just half of the process. The next half of that process is what are you doing with that traffic? How are you making that traffic engaged with your business? Now, like I said, we have consistent traffic interacting with our advertisements. We want to send them outside of Facebook and Instagram to well-built and professionally built landing pages. And these landing pages will extensively pre-qualify the leads even before you come into contact with them. And there's a few mechanisms within the middle of the funnel that ensure we only have high quality leads filling out the qualifications on that page. And the first is to call out our offer and target audience at the top of the page. An example of this can include a discount off of bigger projects, maybe $1,000 off $20,000 jobs or more, and as well the location or mile radius that you're advertising in. And the second core piece is below these call outs at the top with your offer, your target audience, the desire, and the pain points. You then want to instruct these leads to fill out an intensive qualification survey that you have set up. And the third piece here is tailoring this question and qualification survey to your business as specific as possible. So you want to gain an understanding on the homeowner's commitment, on their emotional and financial investments, upgrading their outdoor space, what specifically they're looking for, any financial qualifications that you may have. Maybe you don't want to take on any jobs under 3K, maybe you don't want to take any jobs under 5K. And then you also want to get an understanding of the time frame, address, contact information, all of this kind of stuff. Now, since you're number one sending these leads outside of Facebook and Instagram to landing pages, and they're giving you all this intimate and vulnerable information about number one themselves, and then number two, the outdoor transformation that they're looking to have, this ensures they're putting a very, very large degree of trust in your business and ensures you filter out for any of the crappy or tire kicker leads that are going to try to fill out this survey. Now, one thing you might be thinking, and one concern that you may be thinking of right now, isn't the lead cost going to increase and the amount of leads I'm getting going to decrease? And the answer is yes, it will. And that's the exact purpose of using this system. So number one, you don't waste your time on leads who aren't serious about moving forward with an outdoor living project. And then number two, you have the best kind of lead quality flowing into your business every single week. And after generating your first 3 to 5 leads, you've now given Facebook and Instagram all the data that it needs to continuously send you leads, just like these first few ones that you've generated. So that's why having these stringent qualifications in place from the get-go is super important. From here, all you need to do when you want more leads and when you want more work getting done is simply increase the ad spend. And since these leads are already extensively qualified and they're exclusive for your business, closing the job is going to be a much easier and smoother transition. And this now leads me to the bottom of the funnel, which is stage 3, where a lot of the magic happens. And the early stage of this bottom part of the funnel includes sending these leads to a booking page right after filling out your questionnaire. And on this booking page, they could book in a Zoom call, a phone call, or an in-home estimate with you right off of the bat. And this is key because we want to capture an estimate with this person when their interest is at its peak. And some good softwares that you can use to integrate this calendar right with the Facebook ad questionnaire is softwares like Go High Level, Zapier, or Calendly. They have very user-friendly calendars on there where users can book in a time with you. And then on these softwares, you could also send automatic text message reminders and email reminders leading up to the appointment they booked with you. So this way, all the headache of reaching out to them and constantly trying to chase after them and confirm confirm the appointment, all of that is removed completely. And after they fill out the survey and the estimate is booked, the job is still not finished. You want to send these leads to a warm and welcoming thank you page. On this thank you page, have some text and images on screen showing them, number one, completed projects that you've done before, and then have some text stating congratulations, and let them know that you'll be contacting them soon to confirm their appointment time and day and to talk more about their outdoor living project. What the images and the warm messages on screen will do is squash any second doubts that these homeowners may have about moving forward with you. Now, like I mentioned earlier, use a system like Calendly, Go High Level, or Zapier to make sure that you have automatic text messages and emails communicating with these leads who either did or did not book in, because you're going to run into a case scenario with about 20 to 40% of those leads that they don't end up booking in through the calendar. And as long as you have the right automatic messages and email sequence on the back end set up for your business, this ensures none of those leads slip through the cracks. And as long as this 3-stage funnel, top, middle, bottom, is set up properly, you could predictably get an extra 5 to 10 outdoor living leads for your business every single week. And if you're like me, 10 to 20 outdoor living leads every week. And at minimum, you close an extra few jobs per month and see a massive return on your investment. So that's a full breakdown of what the Hardscape Growth System is, how you can implement it for your hardscaping company going into next year, and how exactly it works. If you want a little bit more in-depth breakdown, or if you have some questions and you want me to set this system up in your business without going through all the headache required of setting this thing up from A to Z, just book a call with the link down below in the description, or you could just shoot me a DM on Instagram and we'll coordinate a time and day which works best for us.